I am Arthur, and I was once consumed by the feverish desire for wealth. I can still recall the sweltering summer of 1975 when I embarked on a treacherous journey that led me to betray the one person I trusted most in the world. It was a story of greed, betrayal, and a shocking revelation that would haunt me for the rest of my days. My partner in this ill-fated venture was a man named David. We had been friends for years, sharing a mutual passion for history and legends of hidden treasures. One day, while browsing through a dusty old bookstore, we stumbled upon a mysterious book that claimed to reveal the location of Captain Jonathan Blackthorne's legendary treasure, an unimaginable fortune in gold and precious gems. The book was filled with cryptic clues, coded messages, and intricate maps that had stumped treasure hunters for generations. We couldn't resist the challenge, and the promise of untold riches fueled our determination. We decided to embark on the adventure of a lifetime, following the book's cryptic trail into the remote wilderness. Our journey took us to the heart of the Appalachian Mountains, where we navigated treacherous terrain, crossed raging rivers, and braved the wilds. As we delved deeper into the wilderness, the excitement and anticipation grew like a fire within us. The clues in the book led us to a secluded cave hidden deep within the mountains. It was a cavern of immense proportions, illuminated by the flickering glow of torchlight. Our hearts raced as we entered, and our breath caught as we saw what lay before us, a sight that made our eyes widen with disbelief. The cavern was filled with stacks of golden bars, glimmering coins, and precious gemstones that sparkled like stars in the night sky. We had found Captain Blackthorne's treasure, a fortune that would change our lives forever. The weight of our discovery, both in its literal and metaphorical sense, was almost overwhelming. But as we reached out to claim the riches, doubt crept into my mind. I had known David for years, and a nagging suspicion began to eat at me. What if he decided to keep the treasure all to himself? What if he left me with nothing? In the dim light of the cavern, my paranoia festered like a malignant growth. I couldn't shake the fear that David might betray me, and that fear gnawed at my sanity. I tried to shake off the thoughts, but the allure of the treasure was overpowering. It was on a stormy night, as rain drummed on the cavern's entrance, that my paranoia reached its breaking point. I couldn't sleep, my mind consumed by visions of David double-crossing me. I convinced myself that he was planning to take the treasure and leave me to rot in the cave. With trembling hands and a heart heavy with fear, I crept closer to where David was sleeping. He lay there, oblivious to my presence, his chest rising and falling in a peaceful slumber. I knew I had to act quickly, before he had the chance to betray me. In a moment of madness, I picked up a heavy rock and brought it down with all my strength, striking David in the head. He let out a cry of pain, his eyes filled with confusion and betrayal as he realized what I had done. In that moment, I had taken a life, the life of the one person I had trusted above all others. I was overcome with guilt and panic as I dragged David's lifeless body to a remote corner of the cavern, hoping to hide the evidence of my crime. The treasure now seemed like a cursed prize, its gleaming riches tainted by the blood on my hands. But as I returned to the pile of gold, the realization struck me like a bolt of lightning. The coins and bars were fake. They were nothing more than gilded lead, cleverly painted to resemble treasure. My heart sank as I examined the gemstones, discovering that they too were mere glass imitations. Tears welled in my eyes as the truth of my actions sank in. I had killed my friend, betrayed the one person I trusted, for a treasure that was nothing but an illusion. The weight of my guilt and the enormity of my crime bore down on me, crushing my spirit. With a heavy heart, I left the cavern, haunted by the memory of what I had done. The rain outside washed away my tears, but it could never cleanse me of the guilt that now defined me. I wandered the wilderness, a broken man, tormented by the ghost of David and the empty promise of the treasure. In the end, I was never caught for my crime. I lived the rest of my days in solitude, haunted by the knowledge that I had betrayed a friend for a treasure that never existed. The wealth I had sought had turned to ashes in my hands, and the cost of my greed was a life that could never be replaced. Now, as I recount this tale to you, I hope that you will carry its lessons with you. The pursuit of material wealth can lead to darkness and despair, and the bonds of trust and friendship are worth more than all the treasures in the world. My story is a cautionary tale, a reminder that the pursuit of greed can lead to a price too steep to bear.